Hola amigos y amigas, you are now with Jocelyn, y como siempre, I am so grateful you are here. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I missed you last week, and I'm so excited and eager to get into this reading this week. And if you are new here, welcome as well. I always set the intention that those who are meant to receive these messages align to this reading. So if you aligned to this reading, then there may be some messages that you are meant to hear. If you enjoy lifestyle, spirituality, self-development, journaling, and all of that good stuff, then make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my weekly videos. And most importantly, you join in on this beautiful, growing community. This is our weekly energy reading for the week ahead, where we are gaining a deeper understanding and higher conscious awareness of the overall energy for this upcoming week, with the intention for us to remain in alignment with our higher selves, with our higher potentials. So this upcoming week, we do have a new moon in Aries taking place on the very 1st of April. So this week, we're also transitioning into a new month. This is our first new moon, our first new moon in this new year. So blessed spring equinox to everybody. I hope that you all have taken the time to set your intentions and hold space for yourself for some very intentional reflection and contemplation on the transitions that we've all been experiencing. But without further ado, let's get into this reading. I've already cleansed myself, cleansed my space. I have some heart chakra music playing in the background. I do have the windows open. I do live in the city, so just a disclaimer that there may be some noises, some neighborly noises, some construction, a dog. But I set the intention that we are going to remain centered and grounded throughout this reading. So if you would like to join me in taking one deep breath, just so we can get on the same wave together. If you feel called, place your hand over your heart to really just connect with your breath and your body and the present moment. Take a deep inhale. Pause at the top and exhale. Beautiful. If you would like to grab a journal, a notebook, some writing materials to take some notes as you listen to this reading, go ahead. But without further ado, let's get into this. We already got some messages for us as I was prepping for this reading, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the deck again to see if there are any other messages for us. Guardians of the four corners, Mother in the earth, Father in the sky, sacred ones, angels, loving ancestors. This is our energy reading for this upcoming week, for the week ahead, as well as for the Aries New Moon that we have taking place on April 1st, our very first new moon of this season. What is the overall energy for this upcoming week? And for the Aries New Moon, what is the overall energy for this upcoming week and for this Aries New Moon? What is it that we need to gain a deeper understanding of, a higher conscious awareness of? What is it that we should know about this upcoming week and about the Aries New Moon? Okay, beautiful. So the first two that we got here, it's very appropriate because Aries is a fire sign and we got the fire guardian. So this is definitely new moon energy. This is the overall energy for this upcoming week, is to ignite your passions. What is it that you feel passionate about? And I feel like often we think about, what are our passions in regards to what it is that we want to pursue in life professionally for our careers. But there are so many other things that we are passionate about. We are passionate about certain values. We're passionate about, the way that we are in relation to others. There are passions in regards to what it is that we're interested in learning more about, just out of, curiosity, things that really just ignite us and make us feel excited about being alive, about being here, about growing, about expanding. So what makes you excited about expanding? What makes you feel so grateful to be alive? These are things to reflect on this upcoming week and under this Aries new moon. What is it that ignites your passions? And when you know what it is that ignites your passions, go forth towards that. Something that I tweeted earlier this morning is that 2 of the most important things that we can learn and know about ourselves is what lifts us up and what brings us down. Because when you know what lifts you up, you know what direction to go towards. When you know what ignites your passion, when you know what you're passionate about in all areas, all aspects of your life, you know what direction to head towards. And when you know what brings you down, you know what it is that you need to heal. And what more do we need to know beyond that, right? We also got the Lord to take charge with authority. I feel like a lot of the energy that we've been experiencing the past couple of years is us really stepping into our power, our personal, our spiritual, our professional, our overall power, and just kind of reclaiming, the driver's seat of our lives, right? Just like no longer allowing, the outside world to dictate the direction of which we're headed towards. We are now taking the driver's seat. We are now deciding what direction we're headed towards, how it is that we're investing our time and energy, and we're taking charge with authority and with confidence and healing so that we can be authentically confident about our decision making, about the relationships that we're investing in, about the careers that, we're spending so much time in our lives. So this is a time, for us to really, be manifesting a life full of passion and taking charge of that, being very confident in heading towards the direction of our passions and being unapologetic about that, right? So when you know what it is that you are passionate about, what it is that ignites the fire within, head towards that direction, do so with confidence, and take charge with authority, right? Sometimes we're not even battling with the outside world. Sometimes we're battling with our own minds and with ourselves on convincing ourselves that, yes, I'm taking charge of my life now. This is the direction that we need to go. So sometimes we have to give ourselves pep talks of self, that this ignites the fire within you, and you deserve to live a life that is so fulfilling and exciting and passionate. And being real with yourself, like these things that you've been investing your time and energy into, these people, these relationships, these hobbies, these habits, these daily routines and rituals, aren't serving you, aren't exciting you, aren't making you feel just so excited to wake up in the morning and feel so fulfilled at night. Like, just having these pep talks with yourself sometimes are just so necessary when you find yourself being your own biggest blockage and obstacle and challenge in actually taking charge with authority the way that you deserve to. Because ultimately, we are the ones that are in charge of our lives. We are the ones that are manifesting our lives, our journeys. So are you in charge of that? Sincerely, that's something to be asking yourself this week as we are in deep contemplation, reflection under the moon, and setting our intentions. We also got the heart guardian to love and let yourself be loved, which I find very interesting because I did feel called to play heart chakra music in the background as I do this reading. So it seems like there is this energy of love, of our heart chakra kind of taking up space in our mind, body, spirits this upcoming week under this Aries new moon, and perhaps in this season of spring. The theme of relationships has come up a lot in our healing, I feel, in the past couple of years, and has been such a focal point in our healing and in our self-realization of what it is that we're worthy of, what we're not worthy of, what we deserve, don't deserve, letting go of relationships, being honest with ourselves, exploring new relationships, exploring our relationship with ourselves, and doing all this healing work revolving relationships. And I feel like it's important for us to acknowledge, take a step back and acknowledge all the growth that we've done in the heart chakra space, and for us to really just again acknowledge, the wisdom that we've gained. So this is a time, y'all, for us to allow ourselves to really love and to be loved. Are you really allowing yourself to be loved? That is something to be asking yourself. Am I really allowing myself to be loved? Do I feel loved? Am I loving? Am I allowing myself to love? Beautiful energy to encompass and embody this upcoming week. We also got the stag, to trust and to thrive. We've been having this energy come up a lot in the past couple of years, the past few months, and I feel like it's just a continuous reminder and affirmation from the divine that yes, just trust how life is unfolding for you at this time, even if certain things don't make sense, or if you don't have all the answers, or if certain unknowns are causing stresses and worries. This is just an affirmation that as long as you continue to trust, to strengthen your trust in the divine, in spirit, in your decision making, in yourself, in the direction of which you are headed towards, you're going to thrive. The more that you strengthen your trust, the more that you are going to thrive. The more that you allow yourself to surrender because you are so trustworthy of divine order and divine intervention and divine timing, the more that you are going to thrive because you are allowing yourself to remain in a state of flow. When we start worrying and stressing and getting anxious and doubtful, we are starting to create, some kind of stagnancy in the flow of our lives, because those are such dense energies and vibrations that do hold us back. And I know that you know this, and I know that you've been learning a lot about this and how much, certain states of being do hold you back. So just something to be aware of, just an affirmation for us as we continue the journey in this new season, in this upcoming week, under this new moon. Should any challenges or obstacles arise this upcoming week, whether it's professionally, personally, spiritually, mentally, whatever it is, any challenges or obstacles, what is it that we are called to align to keep in mind as we experience these challenges, these obstacles that may potentially arise? What do we keep in mind? What do we keep in mind? What do we keep in mind? Okay, so the first two that we got here are community and delight. This is actually the very first time that I get this card, so I'm definitely going to look into it in the booklet right now. But both of these are very much so giving spring vibes, aren't they? Definitely giving spring vibes. And also we've got the butterfly and the bird here, so these may be some spirit animals for you to look into as you may or may not experience challenges or obstacles, or any moments of doubt, or any moments where you are feeling the need to receive an affirmation from the divine. Look out for birds, look out for butterflies, and allow those, when and if they do come up for you, to serve as affirmations that you are in alignment and that all is well. But community is incredibly important, y'all, as we step into this new season of spring, as we are setting intentions under this new moon. Place some of your attention towards community, and ask yourself, what does community mean to you? What does it look like? How does it make you feel? And what kind of people does your ideal community consist of? And how does community make the challenges and the obstacles that arise in your life make you feel more capable, make you feel more empowered, make you feel more supported as you navigate those challenges and obstacles. And do you feel like you have community at this time? Is community in and of itself something that feels challenging, that feels like an obstacle at this time, because perhaps you may feel like you have a lack of community? So there are a couple ways to approach this, however it is that you resonate with it. But community is incredibly important, y'all. Like, you know, sometimes we can feel like this journey, if you do experience being let down over and over again by people that perhaps you've trusted or you've loved or you've lent your hands and heart to, it can feel like it can be easier for you to just journey this life alone. But we're not meant to journey this life alone. There's only so much that you can do, so far that you can get, so much that you can heal journeying alone in this life. And we are beings of community. We've always gathered as communities, you know, since the beginning of our time. And especially as we, you know, really embody the Lord energy of taking charge with authority towards, you know, our passions, like those journeys of pivoting, of realignment, of rebalance, of transformation, those journeys of you returning back home to yourself is really also a journey of you returning back home to a community that is for you. So again, this is just a time for us to be contemplating, like, what community is for me when I am headed towards my passions, when I am living a life full of passion, full of things that ignite the fire within me. You know, what kind of people am I surrounded by? What kind of community am I aligning to as I align more and more to my true and authentic self? We also got delight, and as I mentioned, this is my first time getting that, but I'm sensing that, like, this is really a time for us to be in a vibration of delight. I haven't used that word in a while, and I really love that word. It feels like a very springy word, doesn't it? Like, delight, oh, so delightful. And sometimes it can feel like, okay, so when I have a challenge or an obstacle, like, I'm just supposed to become delightful. But honestly, y'all, like, something I've been thinking a lot about is how we just take life so seriously sometimes, and sometimes we just need to embody our childlikeness within us, the childlike spirit within us, and be more playful, be more delightful, and not take life so seriously. Because when we do, it's often because we're so attached to the challenge or obstacle that's taking place, and it consumes us, it overpowers us, and we are not on that timeline anymore of allowing any external circumstance to be overpowering us. But let's see what the booklet says. Sparrows in spring grass. So this is very much so in alignment with us stepping into this first full week of spring. Is it the first full week or the second? I think it's the second, right? But we're very much new in this season of spring. Let's see what it says. Delight is expanding in your life. Clap your hands with glee, spend time with others, go to a community gathering. There you go. So the theme of community is coming up again. So this is a time for us to experience delight, delightfulness, delightful experiences that lift us up with others, right? In communion with others. Host a party. The joy you experience will give birth to immense creativity, and your life will blossom. Share your happiness and elation with others, and it will grow by leaps and bounds. This isn't a time to be serious or buckle down and get to work. That's exactly what I was talking about, seriousness that we can get so attached to in this life. This is the time to be spontaneous. Do not make hard and fast commitments. Don't sign any legal documents or make any pledges right now. Don't make any promises, or you might not be able to keep them. Give yourself permission to have fun, lots of fun, especially in community with others. How divine is it that we got both community and delight together under obstacles and challenges, just hard moments, tough moments in our life. And here we are being encouraged by the divine to be in community with others, to gather with others and cultivate, that joy, that peace, that delightfulness with others, because when we do so, it will cultivate, it will grow in abundance, and that will assist us to overcome any challenges or obstacles that arise with more ease, with more support, with more joy, and that feeling of, again, just capability. Lastly, we got action. We got action here, and really, to me, it's in alignment with the Lord to take charge with authority, to be taking action, to take on that leadership role of your life, and not necessarily be on standby and just let these external circumstances again overpower you, right? Take action when and as needed. I'm gonna go ahead, since I'm already here. A shift is coming. The time is now. Don't hesitate. Face your fear. Do it anyway. Face the challenge. Face the obstacle. When big change is on the horizon, it's time to take action. Of course, there are times to deliberate and carefully consider your next step, but not now. Now is the time to take immediate action. Look forward with a calm, steely gaze, and then forge ahead with clarity, determination, power, and grace. This is, again, just very much so in alignment with the Lord energy of just taking charge with authority. So in what ways can you be more of a leader in your life, and what aspects of your life do you feel like you need to take more charge in, especially when challenges or obstacles arise? Are there any current obstacles or challenges that you're going through now that are asking you, that you do intuitively feel like you need to take more charge in, that you need to take action in taking care of? What is it that we need to focus on healing this upcoming week? What do we focus on healing this upcoming week? What do we focus on healing this upcoming week? What do we focus on healing this upcoming week under this Aries New Moon as we transition into a new month, into the second quarter of the year? What do we focus on healing? 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 Going once, going twice. Okay, beautiful. The first one that we got here is movement into balance. Movement into balance. We are moving into balance as we step into this season of spring, right? And we feel like, we've done a lot of shedding. We've done a lot of releasing. We've done a lot of healing. Not only in this past season of winter, but in the past few seasons. And I feel like we are just consistently in this state of moving into more and more balance, as long as we allow ourselves to, as long as we are allowing ourselves to remain in that state of flow where life and the universe and the Most High and Spirit is, divinely putting everything into order. All the healing that you've been doing is putting you back into balance with yourself, balancing your divine masculinity and your divine femininity, balancing your lightness and your darkness, balancing your groundedness to the earth and your ascension to spirit. And we've got the number 1 here, movement into balance. And I feel like that has the essence of a new beginning, right? Of starting over, step 1. And we are in this season of spring now, where it's like the very first season, where it's new life, where it's that step one. This is a very beautiful time that we're in right now. It's very healing, very balancing. We also got psychic development. For those of you who are on the spiritual journey, which you are because you're watching this, expect for your psychic abilities to continue to develop. And some of you may be listening to this or watching this and be like, I don't have any psychic abilities. And I think there has been such a stigma, such a taboo regarding psychics and psychic abilities growing up. But we all have psychic abilities. We do. It's that sixth sense, right? It's the consciousness that exists within us that is beyond the five senses of our physical body. We all have psychic abilities, and if you allow yourself to explore that truth and get curious about it and open yourself up to receive and realign to your psychic abilities, they are going to develop, they are going to bloom and blossom and expand, especially if you've already been on that journey of discovering your gifts. This season of spring under this new moon, just allow yourself to continue to develop your gifts, to continue to heal your gifts. And that is something that happens. Our psychic development is a result of our healing. As we continue to heal and awaken and return back home to our true and authentic selves, awaken to our true essence, we are going to awaken to our gifts. We are going to continue to develop our psychic abilities. So that's just something, to look forward to open yourself up to, and to be aware of as you heal. And we also got omens. Again, look out for birds, look out for butterflies, look out for rainbows, and allow yourself to receive omens. And as you are in prayer, as you are, in affirmation, as you are in your, in your whatever your spiritual practices and healing modalities are, just, affirm that you are allowing yourself, to receive omens from the divine, and also allow yourself to expand on your idea of what it is that you think an omen is. An omen isn't always just 111, and an omen isn't always an animal. An omen can come in just so many different ways, shapes, and forms, and it's something that's very personal to you. As you develop a more intimate relationship with the divine, with spirit, you will notice what your personal omens are and how it is that spirit is communicating with you. So again, that is a part of psychic development. That is something that comes along with your healing, and that is something to open yourself up to, right? We have to continuously, this is all a practice, so we have to continuously practice in our healing, practice in our spirituality, practice in our communication with the divine, and affirm that we are open to receive. We are open to receive signs. We're open to receive guidance. We're open to receive omens. So just look out for them, because they're all around you. What do we focus on surrendering this upcoming week? What do we focus on surrendering this upcoming week? What do we focus on surrendering this upcoming week? What do we focus on surrendering this upcoming week as we step into the month of April, as we experience an Aries New Moon? What do we focus on surrendering? So the first two that we got here are surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. We've got surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Are any of you in resentment? Are any of you in denial? Is resentment or denial taking up space in your life and stagnating you and holding you back? Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Our creativity isn't always just to create art. Our creativity also assists us in solving problems and overcoming obstacles and challenges. Allow yourself to get creative. Sometimes getting creative looks like choosing a different perspective, putting on a different pair of glasses to see the world through. Surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Yes, yes, yes. Again, the heart guardian energy of loving and allowing yourself to be loved by the divine, by others, by yourself, by the other living beings that we share this world with. Surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Again, the messages, the themes of taking action, of, really taking charge, taking on that leadership role of your life, and no longer procrastinating because you deserve to reach your highest potential. Lastly, what are our affirmations for this upcoming week? 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 My life is a mirror. The people in my life are really mirrors of me. This affords me the opportunity to grow and change. Take moments to really observe the people around you, the life around you, and how these people, these places, these situations are mere reflections of you. I release all fears and doubts. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and heart. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts. I am loved and I am safe. Again, we've got the theme of love here. I now create a wonderful new job. I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position, using my creative talents and abilities, working for and with people I love in a wonderful location and earning good money. This is for those of you who are intentionally manifesting a new job, which you deserve if that is what you deeply desire. My friends, thank you so much for being here. This was a great reading. I am in such a beautiful mood. I feel so grateful to be back in the routine of connecting with the divine the way that I have and receiving and relaying these messages with you. Thank you so much for opening yourself up to receive, for listening. If you did resonate with any of these messages, let me know which ones you resonated with in the comment section below. As you know, I always love connecting with you all in the comments, creating and cultivating community in the comments, having you all get to know each other, all of you who are tuning in. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Look out for the journaling prompts for this Aries New Moon. I'm sending you all so much love, peace, blessings, prosperity, and joy, and delightfulness. And take care of yourselves. Bye.